Hello, welcome to another episode of New Gameplay. Today, I'm your host, Jeff Cork, joined today by Marcus Stewart.
Hello, good sir.
Hello, and no way, is this Alex Van Aken?
It's me. Hello.
And this is a live demonstration of what are we looking at?
Olija.
Olija.
By
So you
Devolver
can-
Digital and Skeleton Crew Studio.
So we can ask you to jump, and you'll jump.
Yeah.
Oh my lord, how exciting! What a
Do
fun
you want me to
time be
inspect
alive.
this? Should I inspect this item?
You should take a look at that.
I
Okay.
would suggest it, yeah.
Yeah. Also, I think that's a person, Alex, not an item.
Not true, but you
You
know.
shouldn't really objectify people like that.
You're
Yeah,
right.
yeah. All right, what is this? Oh, we know the game name, but
So this game is all about a shipwrecked lord named Faraday going out looking for new resources for his country. Him and his crewmates are shipwrecked, and they
Okay.
find themselves on the mysterious island of Terraphage.
ooh,
Or
Very
Terraphage. I
exciting.
don't know. I'm going to go with Terraphage.
Well,
yeah,
I'm
that
gonna
sounds
go with
great.
Terraphage. So
All right.
There you go. I'll call it Planet T.
There you go.
Everyone's a winner.
that's
Up.
color. Oh, you're good at that.
That's
So
what
how-
kind of popped up on a lot of our radars the other day. They released a animated trailer for it,
Yeah.
which was gorgeous.
Yeah, totally different style of the actual game.
Totally
is, but-
different styles. So you saw that and you're like, I need to play that game. This is that game, just to make it clear.
Yes. And it's, my interest was originally piqued when a friend of mine was kind of telling me about the game, and they were saying it was atmospheric pixel art, and I was like, ooh, that sounds
Yep.
fun. And the game centers around a magical harpoon that we are currently looking for.
Right.
In this playthrough, and we should get in a few minutes. And it's a lot of fun. It's definitely
But don't
the
spoil it. But the magical harpoon is cool. Can you see?
yes,
a little
yes, no
tease?
spoilers, but it is very cool.
Okay.
As we'll see in a second.
That's what I like to hear.
So yeah, this game is it's going for a lot of different things. I feel like they've got a big
Mhm.
focus on story. The gameplay is interesting as far as mechanics go. It's a little confusing at the beginning, like the way that they're presenting the story, just because you were kind of shipwrecked and you don't really know what's going on. It's kind of like Davy Jones' Locker a little bit. As
Okay.
my friend was describing it, Jess over at Paste magazine and Uppercut. Oh, somebody's talking to us.
Yeah. Kind of got like Shadow of the Colossus-esque language. That's what it reminds me of.
Very cinematic. It's cool.
Also, that weird thing of moving from right to left, which
Yeah,
goes
yeah.
against convention and makes it feel a little weird.
Yes, it does. But so you kind of go through different realms in this game. Right now we're in the traditional, just the regular world. There's also a shadow realm that you go to through shadow gates. Oh, this is cool. There's probably not something really cool inside of this door, right?
I don't know. You tell me. Oh, there it is. It's very cool.
Very dark. And yeah, to your point, Jeff, about moving left to right, the areas are pretty open, and you're doing a decent amount of backtracking, opening doors and then going back to places once you have a key or an item to get to reach a new area.
Yeah, this area is booby trapped, and so there are wires all over this area. As you can see that we're about to hit one right
there
here.
it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love the way they're animated. It's so simple, but just that little reflection and
Yeah.
pixel art looks really cool.
Yeah.
They do a lot with what they've got.
Yeah. Now, do you have access to a map or something if you are somebody who has a tendency to get lost?
We've got an inventory screen. I don't think I don't have.
I haven't found one. Alex, you and I have put a similar amount of time in this game, and I have
2
not
hours.
found what I would describe as an overworld map. Or
Yeah, and it never
rather-
prompts you either. If there is
Yeah.
one.
Or rather, there is an overworld, when you're traveling to different islands, you get
Yeah.
on a boat, and it'll take you to a new area. But in terms of a dungeon map, I have not seen one yet.
Okay.
So it is a lot of remembering, but at least for me, none of the areas have been too big to where I've gotten completely lost. I can generally remember where to go and where I've been.
Agreed. Yeah, it's not It's not like a Metroidvania where there's so many looping paths and
Okay.
it's there's some elements it seems like there,
Mhm.
but it's not confusing really. It's pretty straightforward. There's if you want to explore off the beaten path, it's usually dead ends with like treasure chests and that sort of thing.
Got it.
Yeah. I think one thing that surprised me most about this game is that the combat is pretty fun. Like you saw Alex tearing up skeletons earlier. Like it feels really fluid and fast paced and like a like I don't want to like I guess like Devil May Cry. I don't want to make that comparison, but you can like knock dudes up and like air juggle them and stuff. Like it's surprisingly quick.
Yeah, we just got murdered by a harpoon. I don't mean to alarm you.
I mean that's Tuesday for me. That's how my day
and
starts.
there's cool little pixel art cutscenes like this throughout the game. The story is they're really trying to go for something like an elevated approach to the presentation.
Very stylish.
Yeah.
Like those hard cuts that
Lots of hard cuts to black. Yeah.
Maybe you think the game crashed early
I know,
on.
right? They love that presentation style.
All right.
Which
You
works
said
for
there's
me.
a harpoon. You just got stabbed by a harpoon. Do you have the harpoon?
I have the harpoon, Jeff.
There it is.
So what we do with the harpoon,
Uh-huh.
if I can throw it right, we can connect it to things in the world and teleport to them.
It feels pretty good too, generally. I think the one thing I'm having trouble with the harpoon is that I wish you could kind of like aim it like
a little better.
Like, yeah, like kind of like hold and aim it because you kind of have to kind of like just kind of throw it and press the direction. And it generally works, but there's been a few times where I really wanted to hit something a bit more precise. I was like, oh, I wish I could just kind of maybe hold this and manually.
Right.
And I don't know if you can maybe later, but so far you can. But oh, you should break those, Alex. They give you money.
I will, but first.
Oh yeah,
get this collectible. I don't really know what that is, but it looks.
Yeah,
in a bottle.
It's some sort of collectible, and there's a lot of that in this game. Where I guess we'll see it later, Alex. But in between the levels, you go back to like a homestead that you're kind of building up.
Yep. And so you'll rescue people as we go through these like dungeons, and those people will be back at your homestead.
Oh, okay.
The whole premise is like you're rescuing your shipwrecked crewmates to kind of get out of this cursed land.
And so you like every time you leave, it'll kind of show you all the loot that you found, all your plunder, and then you can use that to buy new things.
Exactly.
Now, have you guys engaged with the buying new things aspect of the game?
The main thing that you can buy, at least that I've seen, is that you get fancy hats.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
That kind of act as, at least from what I can tell, your main kind of like equipment accessory, because every hat has like an ability tied to it. And so if you see there's like a yellow bar under Faraday's health, that's like your mana bar, and depending on what hat you have, like I just bought one that shoots like feathers at people that can kind of cut enemies in half or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And so, but you have to make the hats. So each hat requires a different set of materials, which is the things that you're kind of collecting
right now. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're kind of showing you right now, like, here's all the stuff you got in that run.
All right. Now we're going to head back to, I think it's called Oaktide. And that's the homestead where, people you rescue go to and you're slowly building up. And it's like where the hat shop is and stuff like that. So we've got this ferryman who kind of helps us travel across the sea to different islands in the game.
Got it.
In classic ferryman fashion, very very light on words, kind of gruff.
Yeah.
There can never be just a really cheerful ferryman.
Seems like you should take his hat.
He's got a nice one.
Yeah.
He's got he looks like Raiden, actually, now that I'm looking at him.
Yeah. Or like a salad bowl. Who knows? Pixel art. You get to make your own adventure.
Exactly.
In many ways.
He used the salad bowl to cut his hair.
So we should be waking up here in a second. Like Marcus said, lots of cuts to black.
Yeah, it makes me really nervous because we're all three remote from each other. Okay, y'all still there?
So here's our little. We go in, we drop our harpoon, but we never leave the house without it.
No.
And so yeah.
So is it something if you throw it into the water, will it like teleport back into your inventory?
Yes.
Okay.
And what's cool about it is that you can call it back manually, kind of like throwing Thor's hammer, so you can kind of hit enemies on the rebound.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's
we
cool.
can't throw it during. I can't do it right now in Oaktide, but so
Right.
see right here. Let's do this. So we just built the Explorer
said it.
door,
That classic greeting.
and
Love it.
we can slowly build this guy up. And we are sending him out, essentially on errands to go find us new items.
Love it.
Yeah, he's
So-
very useful. I've used them a few times, and he's brought some good stuff back.
And this is the hat shop. I don't believe after the first run we have enough resources to buy any hats, but this is where they would be. Oh,
Hey, Alex.
so let's.
Oh, yeah,
what's
he's
up?
coming. No, I was like, wait for this guy to...
Yeah, I can't move.
Oh.
There he is, Mr. Hat Guy. He's got 2 hats on.
Is he wearing like a hat rack? Is that what's going on there?
Sure.
Pixel art, Jeff. Cat rack or hat rack, not cat rack. Jeez, hat rack or potentially, swords. I don't know. He looks
He's like
cool though.
General Grievous with hats.
So you can
wow.
see if we go up to these, eventually hats will be here, and these are the items required to make them. So
Yeah.
we collect these items in the right column out on our adventures, and we will be able to unlock some hats and unlock some, stat buffs and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Oh, you missed the secret in the hat shop, Alex.
The secret. Let me go back.
Yeah, if you go in his little office.
Oh, I didn't even do that. Hold on.
Yeah, this is what I'm here for.
Let's go look.
So you can see
Ooh.
that chest there in the corner.
Ah,
And this game is full of this, like finding little secrets, but that's not all though. If you aim your harpoon up, you can see a little grapple point up there.
Marcus,
Ah.
you're very smart.
Well, now
you
it's
know,
not a secret anymore that you've seen this. There you go.
you guys can thank me later. But yeah, this game has a lot of that. Like once you get the harpoon, it opens up a bit, and you can kind of cross gaps or like different little areas. But there's still some, at least where I'm at, some spots that I still can't access. So I'm excited to see what else, like what other abilities you get in this game.
Yeah, and I know we can't really talk about in particular, but there are augments that like your harpoon will get stronger and get, unlock new abilities as you go throughout the game. So
You know what those things are? You just can't talk about it?
Marcus, can we talk about the one? I
don't even know what. Like I know there's one we can't talk about specifically, but I don't know. I haven't unlocked any of the augments yet for the harpoon, so I can't speak to them personally.
All right.
I
Very
think
tantalizing.
I know, right? There are. Yeah, I don't think we're allowed to say, so we probably should.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
we
and there's like these cool cinematics as you go. They kind of introduce the areas that you're kind of setting out to. So, and this is the Shadow Gate. We'll probably wrap up here in a minute, but I wanted to just kind of show the boat rides. This is where sometimes the story is the ferryman and Faraday. They kind of have their conversations, and I don't know, it just really makes the world feel grand in scale.
Yeah. Is that a giant saxophone?
Exactly. So if we do, we can. If we wanted to summon him, we would call him with this. So
Here you go, baby.
as you
He
can see,
doesn't
he loves it.
Yeah.
He shakes his fist at you. I didn't know he did that.
Excellent. So when is this out and where can you play it, gents?
So this comes out January 28th, so not very long.
No.
And it's on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC.
Oh, very good. Well, it looks interesting, fellas. Thanks for showing it off.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah,
Damn.
thanks for watching, everybody.
Wow, that person was really good at playing that game. Those other people were really good at talking about it, too. If you find yourself saying either of these things, subscribe to Game Informer on YouTube for new episodes of New Gameplay Today every week, covering the hottest new and upcoming releases.